Many of us are carrying emotional baggages while still carrying economic stress. This is not to scare anyone, it's to let us be informed about what we are actually dealing with.
Oh, girl, you're shining. Know you're my diamond. You need reminder.
Today, we are talking about inflation and how it is quietly draining young Nigerians. Hi guys, my name is Aramide. On this channel, I make lifestyle vlogs. I do sit down videos like this where I talk about life in our 20s, challenges, and how we can actually navigate our 20s together. It's a learning process for me, and if that seems like something you are interested in, like, subscribe, and let's do this together. So let's start from the basics. What is inflation? There's no need to like bore you guys with the whole economic jargons. Inflation simply means your money is losing value. Nothing is wrong with you, nothing is wrong with your hustle. It's just that your 1,000 naira is not just as powerful as it used to be anymore. By last year, you could actually go to the market with 10,000 naira and get a lot of items for 10,000 naira. This year, that same 10,000 naira wouldn't even last you up to like 5 minutes before you exhaust it. Inflation is why food prices keep changing. This is why your rents are skyrocketing. People are finding it so difficult to actually like move out in big 2026. Why? Because our money is a lot weaker than it used to be. This is also why you make a budget and then you get to the markets and you are looking like a fool. My dear sisters and brothers, you are not a fool. System is unstable and you are trying to navigate an inflation economy. As young people, we feel this more because most of us are just starting out our careers. Most of us are running small businesses. Most of us are freelancers. Most of us are just learning skills. While most of us are trying to save, while some of us are trying to move out. Inflation doesn't care if you are just starting out in life. It feels like you are running, but life is running faster than you. That's why burnout is common these days. You see so many young people dealing with anxiety. I'm here to remind you that you are not lazy. It's the pressure that the economy is actually putting on us. As someone who run a small business, I understand this pain deeply because cost of goods are increasingly rising. You are constantly thinking about either increasing your prices and losing customers, or leaving your prices as what it is and losing profits, which is why most businesses are closing down today in Nigeria, and it is so sad because I also run a business and I know how this is actually affecting small business owners. An economy that's draining, an economy that is killing businesses is a really sad one. These days, people don't even do the things they like to do. People don't do the things they are passionate about anymore. Most people are just running on survival mode. Most of us are running on survival mode. Inflation is turning our passion into survival mode. So what can we actually do? We cannot control the economy. You need to understand that we cannot actually directly control the economy, but let's be honest with ourselves. There are certain ways we can actually respond to this economy to help us to like navigate our finances better. Number one thing I am actually going to recommend is to be financially aware. This is not the time for you to be afraid. So you don't need to be a finance expert. I am also talking to you right now. I am not a finance expert. From little research, this is what we can do. You need to understand your finances, track your expenses, even down to the data you buy. Know where your money is going, and when you are aware of this, you make better decisions even in hard times. When you know where your money is going to, you are able to control your budgets and your cash flows. Number two is to focus on your income growth, not just budgeting. Focus on your income growth. It is so sad that an average Nigeria today has one or two side hustles apart from their stable job from their 9 to 5. Even people that have businesses now, they are having multiple side hustles to this. People, that's why you see so many Nigerians going into tech and the likes, because of income growth. We are constantly trying to like grow our income so as to be able to like navigate this difficult economy. Let's be frank with ourselves. One source of income cannot sustain you in this economy anymore. You need to know that you can't save your way out of rising costs. You need to know this. Saving will not help you out of this, because that money you are leaving in the bank, you are saving it, it is depreciating. The more it is depreciating, so you need to like look at investment options. How can I multiply this money, not just leaving it in your normal savings accounts where the money keeps reducing. As young people, we need to think about skills, we need to think about side incomes, which, let's be frank with ourselves, which most of us already do. But even some of us that still do like 2 to 3 side hustles, is still not enough to actually focus on like earning in other currency, as our current currency naira is so weak. We need to look at other options. And number 3 recommendation is to learn high value skills. This is very important, guys. Gone are the days where people are going to school to study accounting. Gone are the days where everybody wants to be a doctor. Gone are the days where everybody wants to be a lawyer. Let's be very realistic. If you have younger ones and siblings that are just trying to get into the university, let them research other career options. All of us will not be doctors, all of us will not be lawyers. We need to enlighten our younger ones and let them know that there are other skills, other career paths. Let them look into other career paths, tech skills, AI skills, that they can actually use to like solve real life problems that we're actually going through today, and skills that can also be done remotely. Let's try to learn in demand skills that are in demand globally, not just skills that limit us to our current environment. Inflation eats your local income harder than you can even imagine, which is why, if you can see everywhere on the internet today, there is you see this constant advice of learn a global skill, learn this, learn that. It's because your local income is hitting the rock bottom, and how we can actually scale better now is to like earn in other currencies and not just be limited to like our naira here. Number 4 is to be intentional with your spending. This is not easy, but it is very very necessary. Inflation forces us to ask ourselves hard questions like, do I need this now? Which is the question. Even I personally, before I buy anything now, I will have to like, do I actually need this before I actually buy it? So this is part of like being intentional with spending. You ask yourself the question, can this wait? Do I need to get it right now? Can I maybe go back, plan towards getting this instead of dipping into my pocket right away just to get it on impulse? Is this helping my future or just my feelings? Yes, because this is the spot where we find ourselves now as young Nigerians. We need to now like ask ourselves multiple questions because before we can even get certain things that are basics. This is not about suffering, but this is about choosing wisely and making wise decisions for our finances. Number 5 recommendation is to protect your mental health in all of this that we are going through. This is very very important, especially as Nigerians. Our mental health is just as important as our physical health. We need to protect our peace. We need to avoid unnecessary arguments. We need to take breaks when necessary. You can even cry when you need to cry, please, because most of us are already carrying emotional baggages while still trying to navigate economic stress. As young adults, as young Nigerians, we need to take our mental health very seriously, because these days, just like scrolling on the internet, you are seeing one bad economic news, or you are receiving one bad news somewhere, or is very bad security news that you've gotten. All of this is actually affecting our mental health. So we need to try our best to like protect our peace while still trying to navigate this economy. Most of us already have communities, which might be a community of your friends, the friends or people you talk to and share information with. Let's try our best to like share with people and not just like bottle up things in. Sometimes the solution we need is not money, but might be knowledge from others. Inflation is real. This is 2026. I mean, inflation is real and it is painful. It is also affecting us as young Nigerians deeply. We are trying to like navigate ourselves and like find our feet. We need to understand this, and it helps us to like stop blaming ourselves for everything. You are not failing, you are just navigating a difficult economy. This video has helped you feel seen or understood. Please don't forget to like it, share it, and also subscribe to the channel. Let's talk in the comments. How has inflation affected you the most? Remember that you are not alone. We are figuring this out together.